Hey everybody, Rob here. We're down at the Pattern Shack. We're going to take a couple guns. We're going to show you some of the new loads that we've come out with Federal. These are some of the TSS Raptor loads. We're going to take a Beretta and Benelli. We're going to take a couple of these guns and we'll show them to you. These are just a couple that we've done full packages on these guns. They're awesome guns. We're not going to get into, hey, does the Beretta shoot better than the Benelli, or does it? That's not what we're here for. We're going to be here to show you some patterns that we're getting with the ammo, the chokes, the work that we do, something that you can expect. We're going to shoot these loads that came out this year from Federal. They're going to be in straight 7s and straight 9s. I'm one of those guys that I prefer straight 7s, but pellet counters are always going to like straight 9s. But we're going to get into also what the difference is and why I like 7s over 9s. Anyway, here's a couple guns we're going to play with. These both, like I said, everything's done to them. We're going to show you some patterns. This is not a competition. This is just actually to show you what you can expect by sending your guns to us and letting us do what we do. So we're going to start this off. We're not going to shoot out of a sled. I'm going to shoot everything. These are actually my guns and type stuff. This is what I'm going to turkey hunt with. So I'll shoot off sticks. But I did want to show, primarily I shoot 20 gauges. I love the 20s. For turkeys, I get the distance, everything I need. You'll notice that when it comes to 20 gauge, they're always yellow. So that's part of it. On the 12 gauge, this is really cool because this is the new TSS logos and everything on it. You do get our little neon green, so to speak, going there. So that's pretty cool. The turkey part on the 20 gauge will still be yellow because it has to be 20. And I'm gonna start off shooting the old favorite here. I've been shooting this gun from 18. It's got a lot of kills on it. This is my M2 Benelli, and that's what I'm gonna shoot with. And once again, we're not comparing Benelli to Beretta or anything else. We're just gonna show you patterns. We're gonna show you patterns with straight 7s, patterns with straight 9s, and then I'm gonna explain to you later why I prefer the straight 7s, but we'll go from there. So here we're gonna start this off. This is 40 yards, shooting off sticks. These are straight 9s that I'm gonna shoot this time, so let's see what happens. So we just shot it with straight 9s. We're going to shoot with straight 7s, which, like I said, is my preferred load, but let's see what this pulls off. Kind of come off the stick. This time I'm going to swap over to the Beretta A400. We're going to start off with the 9, do the 9s in it to start with, kind of see how it comes out. And what we're going to do is we're not going to be so particular on pellet count to pellet count. We're looking at percentages and whether the gun shoots straight. That's going to determine which one's going to be your killing gun. So let's see what this one does. Now we're going to go with 7s. And I think something that we're going to find out, to be honest with you, and I know people get into how long's the barrel, how's it doing this and that. The one thing that's not apples to apple is this barrel on this Beretta A400 has got a 26-inch barrel compared to a 28-inch barrel on the Benelli, which longer barrels do outperform, regardless of what you want to say. It proof's in the pudding. So let's see what 7s do with this one. You know, and everybody asks me that same thing. Why would you want to shoot straight 7s over straight 9s? Well, at the end of the day, I've been around shotguns my whole life, and I do realize that there's a shot string, which a lot of folks don't realize what a shot string is. When you pull the trigger on a shotgun, all that shot goes out there, but it's not, everything does not hit at the same exact time. Once you're shooting paper, it looks really good when you're shooting like straight 9s. And I'm not knocking 9s, they're great. But at the end of the day, all the pellets are there, so you got a huge pellet count, and everybody's like, well, I got X amount of pellets, a lot, and my buddy's got 10 more pellets than me, and they're getting a fight. In reality, that's stupid. I'm gonna shoot the 7s because yes, there's less pellet counts, but they're hitting harder, and they're going to travel a little farther because they got more density, which is going to, you know, do better at downrange. When the first pellets hit this turkey, you know, with a turkey, you're talking a silhouette type target. As these pellets come through space, they're going to hit this. He falls over. The rest of the pellets go over his head. You might be getting 300 pellets. I might be getting 200. He might be getting 400. But at the end of the day, there's only so many pellets that's going to hit this bird's head. He's going to go over, and the rest of them's going to go right over the top of him. I'm more looking at, when I look at my patterns, I want to see something more into that 20, 24-inch circle type, that if that bird goes out there and he sticks his head up in that circle, he's not going to escape it. So as dense it is, which the 9s will come in handy for that because, once again, there's more pellets there. But at the end of the day, I'm going to stay with the 7s because I like the payload. I like the no flop. I like knowing that if I'm going to go out there and take something, and kill something, I'm gonna kill it hard. I don't wanna wound nothing. That's my reasoning for the straight 7. So the cool side is just like this Federal loads that we've come out with, which is a Raptor TSS, a limited series. We're doing them in straight 7s and straight 9s. Some of the things we noticed is just like shooting these 20 gauge, you know, the Beretta has a larger bore diameter than the Benelli does. If you compare this to that, Beretta actually shot the 7s better than the Benelli did. The Benelli shot the 9s better than the Beretta did as far as pellet count. It's because big bores to small bores, the big bores handled the larger shot better. At the same point, it's not so much about the pellet count. So when we take a customer's gun and we bring it in here, we try to take all the learning that we've done for 20-some years. This is our 20th year in business, and we've been doing this since the get-go. We're gonna take your customer gun, we're gonna know whether, okay, this one's shooting a Browning or a Winchester or a Remington or whatever the case is, or a small bore. We're gonna match everything up, so when we go in and shoot this, we're gonna know ahead of time what to start trying to give the customer the best results that we can. This is showing a 10-inch, a 20-inch, a 30-inch. The point of impact is always something that's going to come into play, which if you've got a gun that's shooting really bad off, you can always take care of it with a red dot or some kind of movable adjustable sights. So this is what we do. We're going to take it in. We're going to use the best loads that we know what to shoot. We're going to give the customer exactly what he's needing back. We're going to take that guesswork out so he don't have to spend a couple $100 out there trying all the different TSS loads or whatever. We're going to put you on point. When you get your gun back, that's what we're after. We're trying to give you the best possibility that you're going to go out, you're not going to miss, you're going to kill, clean kills, everything's 100% perfect. I hope that some of this has helped, you know, learning something about shot string and how we pattern guns and what we're doing. Let's say you don't have time to get your guns to us to get work done or anything else. There's one thing that does work, and you put these two things together, the Raptor chokes and shell right here, you're going to be killing turkeys. If your gun shoots straight, add these to it, clean kills, everything else. It's about all you need. And always remember, here at Rob Roberts Gun Works, we've always been imitated, but we've never been duplicated. So keep that in mind and come see us. Thank you.